Hi there. Welcome to the third edition of Football with Bilski and the T. Football has finally arrived. The Hall of Fame game happened yesterday between the Cowboys and the Bengals. The Cowboys won
16-7 over the Bengals. Now, there were two people that stood out on the Dallas Cowboys, and that was Tashard Choice and Stephen McGee. Tashard Choice had 7 carries for 41 yards and a 5.9 average. I know that he's third up, and that was a very good performance by him. I don't think it'll raise him on the depth chart at all, but
it'll keep him on the team.
It will keep him on the team because Tashard Choice is like one of those power backs who will get every yard he can. So I think that he did great that game.
And Stephen McGee turned out to be a very good quarterback with 12 complete passes out of 22 passes. He got 116 yards. Even though he didn't get a touchdown, he still passed pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I think he'll be fighting for second spot on the team for the team depth chart behind Tony Romo.
And he's a very young quarterback too. If he can prove himself to be good, once Tony Romo gets old, Stephen McGee might step up to become starter, or once Tony Romo retires, this guy might become starter.
Yeah. And for the Bengals, we have Terrell Owens' debut. He had 2 catches for 18 yards, and I gotta say, his second catch, I know it wasn't the longest, but you have to say that he dove for it and he took down the guy that was tackling him with it. So I'm saying that his second catch was very good. The first one was about 11 yards, but the second catch I think was pretty good. I think he did pretty good for a receiver for the Bengals that game.
And now they're, speaking of wide receivers, their new rookie, Jordan Shipley, from Texas. He got 2 catches, 1 for 17 yards, and one of the catches that got the Bengals on the goal line, which he broke some tackles, and he ran as fast as he can, finally getting tackled out of the 2 or 3 yard line, helping the Bengals score a touchdown. And he also made 3 punt returns for 21 yards.
Now that shows a lot of that just shows how good this guy is, because he gets 2 catches for 17 yards.
One of them being one that gets Bengals a touchdown.
Yes, and it was punt returns, because you saw that he took punt returns on Texas, so it shows just how good he really did that game. And I can't wait to see more from him this preseason.
We got a new segment on the show. We're going to review all the NFL teams and talk about how many wins and losses they are going to have in the season. And we're going to talk about why they have this many wins and losses, and just going to talk about how good they are.
All right, so we have chosen that the Bills are going to be the worst team this year.
No offense to you Buffalo fans out there. It's just that they've lost many good players, and we don't think that they have any valuable players except for maybe Lee Evans as their wide receiver, and that might be it.
Yeah, because you guys don't have a quarterback. And
Marshawn Lynch is having some problems so far, and
CJ Spiller's kind of cocky, and
I think he thinks he's kind of all that.
Yeah, and I think that pick was horrible, by the way.
And I don't think CJ Spiller is going to be the team. No, he can't be.
No, I think he'll be traded within 3 years to a different team.
So we think the Bills are going to be 2-14. Sorry to people who actually like them.
Yeah. Alright, now Lion fans, I know you're not going to want to hear this again for the second year in a row, but
that they're going to do bad.
We think you guys are going to do bad. 13-3 is what we have you at.
Even though they have Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson, I think Matthew Stafford is still not proven that he's going to be the best. And I think, personally, that right now, he wasn't the greatest pick when the Lions picked him anyway. I thought he was too young, and he didn't prove himself exactly too much in college.
If they were smart, they would have taken Mark Sanchez.
Exactly.
The Jets now have.
And they lost a great player. So,
sorry about that, guys.
And now Falcons.
Yeah, we're going to have to put you guys at number 3, going 4-12. We just don't think... we know that Matt Ryan is great. I love the guy. I think he's a good quarterback, but I do not think that you guys have the wide receivers or even the defense to win that much.
Okay, now the Redskins. I'm sorry, they did horrible last year, and I still think even with Don McNabb, Darren McNabb's going to need to get used to the wide receivers, and the wide receivers aren't even that amazing either.
You guys
They truly have maybe only Chris Cooley.
Yeah, that's about it because Antoine Randall is gone. Lavernius Coles is gone to the Jets. But the Jets now have 4 extremely good receivers.
Exactly. So now the Redskins, I don't think you're going to be that great. You don't even have that. You have an okay defense. You have an okay offense, but it's not going to bring you far. I believe you're going to be 4-12.
Yeah, so sorry about that. And then the Chiefs at number 5 again this year. We have you guys going 4-12 also. We just don't think that your quarterback's good, your receivers are good, your offensive line is good, your defense is good. I mean, Eric Berry, yes, it helped a little bit. And I don't know how effective he is going to be this season, but I just don't believe that you guys are going to be that amazing.
Pretty much. Now, number 6, sadly I had to put my own favorite team there, but the St. Louis Rams, they're going to go 5-11. Even though I think Sam Bradford's going to step up to the plate and help the offense a lot, it also has something to do with defense. They've lost lots of defensive players. They don't have the best one, and also the offensive line is okay, and I believe Sam Bradford is going to get sacked a lot also, even though they got that new left tackle who has actually proved himself pretty well. Sam Bradford's also going to need time to mature and also prove that he's going to be a good quarterback and get used to his receivers on the team.
Yeah.
Now,
And at number 7, we have the Buccaneers. At least you guys went up 5. So we're predicting that you guys go 5-11.
exactly.
Gerald McCoy, you've seen him in college. He does great. He's a great player and everything, but you have to think it's just wow, he's just not gonna help that much because your guys' defense is already pretty bad. Your offense is getting there, but I just don't think that they will be able to do that well this season.
Exactly. Now, number 8. Sadly, this is one of my favorite teams too, the Cardinals. The only reason why is because their offensive leader, Kurt Warner's gone, and right now, Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bone's gone. Sure, they have Larry Fitzgerald, but I don't believe Matt Leinart is going to step up to the plate. He's still proven to be an amateur quarterback who tried to start in his rookie year and did not succeed at all.
He tried to start 2 years ago over Kurt Warner, and he just can't come up and can't do it.
I mean, if he somehow matured over that year like Kurt Warner started and kind of learned, that's great, but I personally think Matt Leinart is not ready to be a starter yet.
He isn't. If you've seen him play, he just isn't a NFL-ready quarterback yet, even though he's been in the league for
3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years.
Exactly.
All right, now on to our next topic. We have the college rankings. Yes, people, it is here on September 2nd. We will be watching college football on September 2nd.
I missed it.
Yes, I have surely been waiting for it to come back. Still am. So, the AP poll ranked the teams as this. Alabama, number 1. Ohio State, 2. Florida, 3. Texas, 4. Boise State, 5. Virginia Tech, 6. TCU, number 7. Oklahoma, number 8. Nebraska, number 9. Iowa, number 10. Oregon, number 11. Wisconsin, 12. Miami, 13. Penn State, 14. Pittsburgh, 15. LSU, 16. Georgia Tech, 17. North Carolina, 18. Arkansas, 19. Florida State, 20. Georgia, 21. Oregon State, 22. Auburn, 23. And Utah, 24. Oh, and West Virginia, 25. Now, we do not agree with this. We have come up with our own rankings called the Bilski rankings and the T rankings. We will let the T do his first.
Now, number 1, I put Alabama. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Boise State. Some people may not think that Boise State deserves it, but remember, they only lost one player that is extremely valuable, which is Kyle Wilson. Yes, he was their defensive captain, but they have new players that are ready to play, and right now, their team is now, all their stars are more mature and more older and ready to play. Number 4, I have Florida. Number 5, I have Virginia Tech. 6 is Texas. 7, Oklahoma. 8, TCU. 9, Nebraska. 10, Iowa. 11, Wisconsin. 12, Penn State. 13, Oregon. 14 is Miami. 15, Oregon State. 16, Pittsburgh. 17, LSU. 18, Georgia Tech. 19, Arkansas. 20, Utah. 21, North Carolina. And 22, Auburn. 23, Georgia. 24, West Virginia. And 25, Florida State.
I'm going to have to disagree with some of those picks, but here are mine. Alabama, number 1. Ohio State, number 2. Boise State, number 3. Virginia Tech, number 4. Florida, 5. Oklahoma, 6. Texas, 7. Oregon, 8. Nebraska, 9. Iowa, 10. Wisconsin, 11. Penn State, 12. 13, Miami. 14, TCU. 15, Oregon State. 16, Pittsburgh. 17, LSU. 18, Georgia Tech. 19, Arkansas. 20, North Carolina. 21, Utah. Florida State. Auburn, 23. Arizona, 24. And BYU, number 25. Now, I just want to hit on some points here. Now, I don't want all you TCU fans to be like, oh, you're so biased. You're so biased. So, because I'm putting TCU at number 14 when the AP poll put them at number 7. The reason I did this was because, if you think about it, they do not have Jerry Hughes. You guys do not have Darrell Washington. They are gone. Your defense is going down. Now, your offense, I'm going to say, is pretty good because you still have Andy Dalton at quarterback. But I do not think that this team is going to win their first game against Oregon State. Oregon State has been great the last couple of years because they got Rodgers, their running back, who was outstanding at running. And I just think that they're not going to. I think that TCU will actually be down in like the 21-ish area by the end of the season. I also want to hit on a point at Arizona. Arizona on the AP poll is ranked 29. I put them at 24 because they almost won the Pac-10 championship last year, and I think that they could actually win it again. I think it's going to be between Oregon State and Arizona. Now, BYU was ranked 28, and I put them at 25. I think that because they still have their quarterback, and they beat Oklahoma last year. I know that Sam Bradford was injured part of that game, but I think that they're going to excel and do way better this time.
Well, boy, I need to ask you, first of all, you put Oregon at 8, which you put them like a little more up than they already were, but personally, I don't think they deserve it. They just lost their starting quarterback to like suspension, and
Actually, no, he walked on to Ole Miss.
Oh yeah, sorry.
He'll be playing at Ole Miss this season.
Exactly, but now Oregon has to use their original backup, which I don't know if that guy's also ready, and I've never even heard of the guy. But I just don't think Oregon should be up at 8. I think they should be down lower. I put Oregon at 13.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Well, I can see why you would think that, but their backup is good, and their running back, LaMichael Garrett, is great.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw him after Blount was gone for the entire season last year, he stepped up as a freshman and took over the offense with running. I think that Oregon deserves that. I don't know if that's what it'll be by the end of the season, but I know that they're going to do really good.
Thank you for watching this edition of Bill's Game to Tea. Alright, if you have any comments or questions, just ask them or comment them or whatever. We'll talk about them or answer your questions on the next show.